And when we finished the film, it was, like 5 in the morning or something, and we all had some wine and hung out. And I remember when we were walking out of the theater, it sounds really dramatic, but it was. We were all walking out of the theater together, and Louis Malle stopped us and said, let's all take a moment. Let's just take a moment here because, this is gone. I'm getting emotional now, but, this is gone. So he knew, I think he knew. I mean, he would constantly be talking about coming back from Hollywood and having to pitch ideas to like 20-year-olds, And so there was something about just the changeover of the theater that he just said, let's just take a moment. And we all just sort of stood there and looked back at it. And then we left.
It didn't continue. We shot off in different directions, and that was that. That's what happens to us actors. We're very intense in relationships for a little while, and then it disappears, gone.
I'm so pleased it does exist on film. It was that moment in time. But it exists on film, and I think in a very special way. I thought it was a wonderful rendering of what we had done. It caught the flavor of what we had done.
I don't think that I knew then that it would be as seminal for me as it was. I think, at a certain point, you kind of see what's in front of you, and when people, you're at a certain age, you do certain things because they seem like they'd be cool to do, But I had done a fair amount of commercial films and commercials and, things that were where I learned my trade. But one of the things that I have always had this burning curiosity for is just what makes people tick, and this seemed to be like the bonus round of bonus rounds in terms of taking a scalpel to the human condition and seeing why people do what they do and how they do what they do and how they feel about the things that they do. And it seemed like, I don't know, it seemed like good therapy or something and would inform my art, and I think it has.
It changed my approach to everything. It changed who I am as an actor and what I want to accomplish when I'm working, what I want to feel. And it simply taught me all about process, and that's the most important thing, that is the result. That being present in that moment, allowing yourself. I always say that what you want to do in a film is set up the circumstances so that you can have an emotion on camera. I don't want to create the emotion on camera. I want it to happen in me because of the situation, because of what scene I'm in. So if you can allow yourself to do that, then that's what film acting is all about. It's not about like, I know I have to get to this point. I have to cry here, I have to do this, whatever, and doing those steps to get there. For me, it's like, I want to be surprised by emotion on film. And we had gotten to the place with the play, just with that idea of being that present and that open, that's hopefully what we manage to do. And that's what I strive for every time I make a movie. I want the surprise. I want the surprise of it actually feeling like it's happening to me.
It is not usual to be in something this worthwhile. And that's what we all felt, that this was a very rare kind of intense project which deserved our entire attention and was at the center of our lives for the time being.
Cézanne said that if you looked at one of my paintings on any given day, it's finished. If you look at it a month after I've begun, or 3 months after I've begun, or 2 days after I've begun, it's finished. So the Ibsen that I've just done, which will be filmed, you could say is finished. But if we came back to it in a year and kept working on it, it would not be finished. So it's never finished.